Your Locked On Canucks, your daily podcast on the Vancouver Canucks.
The following is a hockey podcast out of Vancouver and Surrey, British Columbia. It'll only consist of a lot of puck talk and even more BS, or in actual words, banter and satire. Enjoy, and as always, go Canucks go.
What is going on? Anyways, welcome to another episode of Locked On Canucks, right? Your Canucks is given to you every minute, aka every day, every hour, over here at the Don't Doze Art Lab, home of that West Coast bias. And man, oh man, what is going on? Somebody said it in the comments, infamous, with an infamous comment. Okay, something is in the water, or am I just overreacting? Okay, am I just emotional because it's September and hockey matters again? You think about what 12 months ago, right? Yeah, hockey was right around the corner, right? October was right there. Your Canucks were about to play, but in 2023, September was still full of pessimism and boredom. Like hockey wasn't fun, right? The belief and the hope wasn't there. It was just hockey. But here comes September of 2024, and belief and hope and all that jazz is here. And we're here talking about Elias Pettersson being charged up, right? Recharged. Talking to Ian McIntyre. Link to that article in the bio below. It really feels like Ian McIntyre, man. Straight up, producing the best episode of Locked On Canucks. We got to give him a check. Because this guy's doing the work. 2 minutes after the media availability that only had, the brass, right? The people at the top. Alvin, Rutherford, Tocchet, doing their thing. I thought everyone was doing it. I thought it was players included, but I was wrong. And I've been wrong many times. And they were, right? The people at the top providing leadership, providing direction to the masses, to the fandom, right? Talking about Teddy Blueger having minor surgery? A lower body minor surgery, right? Cole McWard going to miss some time. Did I say Teddy Blueger? Yes, I did. Thatcher Demko is going to talk to the media tomorrow. They didn't really address his injury at all. They want to protect his privacy, and they want Demko because Demko wants Demko to speak on his behalf about everything, Thatcher Demko and that injury. All that is going on, and a lot of positivity, a lot of hope for Elias Pettersson, a lot of drive from that individual, right? Jim Rutherford, the president of Vancouver, talking highly about, again, his competitive nature, his drive to be one of the best in the league, and the need for that to happen, right? And man, oh man, Ian McIntyre, as soon as that ends, presses publish on a conversation that he had with the player himself, a player who did, again, mention that he's recharged, ready to go. He learned a lot, and he's still dealing with tendinitis. And I don't know if this is true, right? But I saw a couple tweets about this too. But again, I didn't listen to Alvin talking to Sportsnet 650 as soon as his presser ended. But apparently Alvin said that Pettersson is in full health. But again, at the same time, maybe he didn't even have a chance to read the article. But Pettersson's talking about still dealing with tendinitis. Okay, so you know what? Before we really, really dive into it, can we just learn more about tendinitis together? Can we do that? And get to more comments? Because maybe, again, I'm over-exaggerating. What is tendinitis, okay? It's not like a high ankle sprain, right? It can't be that bad. It can't hold the player back that bad. It's just tendinitis, right? Take some Advil, drink some Gatorade, eat a couple bananas, boom, bam. Life is good. You're the same player. Tendinitis is not holding Elias Pettersson back. It's just, again, the mental stuff, right? It's not a physical ailment. It's just tendinitis. So why don't we just why don't we learn about this together, okay? For real. Let's read what do we got here? That's the McIntyre piece. We got something on tendinitis right here. Sent in by one of the producers of the show, okay? Straight up. Tendinitis, all right? Look at this. Let's learn about it together, okay? Tendinitis. And this is courtesy of what? Mayo Clinic. Mayo. Dr. Mayonnaise, okay? Talking about tendinitis. Speaking of which, tendinitis is inflammation of the thick, fibrous cords that attach muscle to the bone. Those cords are called tendons. The condition causes pain and tenderness just around the joint, all right? Straight up. Doesn't sound that bad. Take some Advil. Tendinitis can occur in any tendon, but it's most common around shoulders, elbows, wrists, knees, and heels. By the way, everyone listening to this, I do promise I'm going to send you guys some healing energy because this is some dark stuff. Okay, to talk about this stuff, I hope that none of you guys get tendinitis because we're doing this together, right? Energy is real. It's never destroyed. And right now, this is some dark stuff going on. This is some witchcraft. What's it say here? Okay, most tendinitis can be treated with rest, physical therapy, and medicine to reduce pain. Long-lasting tendon inflammation, aka tendinitis, can cause a tendon to tear. A tendon to what? A tear? And a torn tendon may need surgery. A long-lasting tendon inflammation can cause. Is this long-lasting? Like it's like 7 months or 6 months or 5 months with tendinitis considered long-lasting tendon inflammation? What can happen to get? Can cause a tendon to tear. Well, okay, you know what? I think we got to cancel the stream here, man. This is getting dark. We got to cancel the stream here. What is going on with the Vancouver Canucks, okay? Straight up. What is going on? What is going on? This is crazy. This can't be true. You know what? I got to stop doing this. I can't. I'm 31 and a half years old. This is dark. This ain't real life. This is a simulation. It's got to be a simulation. This can't be real, man. This cannot be real. Honestly speaking, this cannot be real. I don't know if everyone watching this is like actually here because what's going on? Teddy Blueger, also minor lower body injury, required minor surgery. Back in my day, a minor surgery was a Band-Aid on the knee, right? A minor surgery was stitches, right? Stitches. One time I scraped my knee rollerblading, okay? I got stitches. That's a minor surgery. With the Canucks, you never know, though, man. For real. There's that book that came out, right? About can we get the title of this book? Can we all go read into it? Because I need a mental health break after this, man. Canucks book. There has to be a book that just came out recently. Really, really recent. The Ups and Downs of the Vancouver Canucks. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Ed Willis. Did I say that right? Ed Willis. Yes, this just came out. The never boring a version of a book about your Vancouver Canucks, right? The up and down history of that same team, and again, September of 2024, and this is just feeling crazy, man. This is crazy. I'm emotional. All this news coming out continually about the Vancouver Canucks and players and health, and this is after what 26 seconds of being good for the first time in like a decade. I just fell back in love with, you know, the love of my life, the Vancouver Canucks, the first love of my life. And I'm heading into like the honeymoon era, right? September, October, a couple months after we just had the craziest night of our lives. And I finally get to see the Canucks again. It's so romantic. It's so great. It's like, yeah, this is what living is all about. I love the Canucks again. The games matter. They're good. And injury after injury after injury after injury. And you know what? I'm not stressing, though. I'm not stressing. Let's not do this, man. Can we get the comments being positive for a bit here? Let's turn the ship, okay? Turn the ship before we get out of here. Because I can't do this. I refuse to do this. I got a life to live. I'm 31 and a half years old. You know what? It can't be that bad. Tendinitis cannot be that bad. Elias Pettersson is a G. He's got this. Conn Smythe, winner of 2025? I think so. Didn't Steve Yzerman beat us and win a Stanley Cup on one knee? I'm pretty sure Elias Pettersson can be the next Steve Yzerman. Okay? Tendinitis, not a big deal. Man. I'm down to give Elias Pettersson my knee. I don't need the knee. I don't need it. I can go to the gym with one knee. still do my thing. I'm not playing sports anymore. Pettersson, if you need it, I got you. And even if you don't need it, you got you. Because again, you're that guy. Again, he's recharged up. Stressful times in his head last year. And now last year was last year. It's over. He's in the moment. I'm assuming he's reading books again. He's that dog. And I mean it when I say he's going to get through this and he's winning the Conn Smythe in 2025. This is the story of Elias Pettersson. This is one of those moments. And you want to talk about falling in love with the Canucks again. I remember the first time I watched this dude play. Game 1 against Calgary. Trevor and I were together and still going through it, right? The Benning era. And that first game and that first year was spectacular. It was not Gretzky-like, but it was catching the attention of Gretzky. You know what I'm saying? He was that damn good, and he's been that damn good. And he plays the game the right way. He's a complete player. He's, again, an alpha. And a guy like that, with that skill set, who I've compared a couple times to, and this is going to draw some scrutiny because it's a absurd comparison. And also now you're talking about leg injuries and whatnot. But anyways, Peter Forsberg, right? That sounds crazy for a frail guy. And I watched a lot of Peter Forsberg. It's not like a completely given statement based on just delusion. I just look at how mean at moments these guys can get, right? You look at that reverse hit, right? Was it game 5? Pettersson, the crowd is chanting for what? You didn't deserve it other than being in the blue and green, and you got it. And what did you give the fan base, right? You got the assist, the heel kick, the intelligence to get that assist on that JT Miller winner with like 20 seconds left. And before that, he got pinned in the box, the penalty box, because he laid the boom with that reverse hit. There's this sinister ability about Elias Pettersson. And if you put that on top of all these skills and, again, the two-way ability, the IQ, the shot, the playmaking, this guy's an outlier. And he's that guy, and he can still be that guy on tendinitis, because what can mask that injury, which again, I'm not a doctor. I got to get a doctor on the show. But I'm assuming what can mask tendinitis, if they're still letting him play and do his thing, maybe it's a common NHL injury, is having a lot of fun again. Elias Pettersson, man, that guy. Still that guy with tendinitis or not. Okay, let's get to some comments before we get out of here. Yeah, did you notice as I started saying that, the sun was just shining down on my face? You see what we're doing here? Energy, man. Like I said, or somebody said who recorded a podcast in here, it's never destroyed. It's always transferred. I think I said that wrong the first time, but that's what I meant to say. And what we just did there for the last 2 minutes, it's going to come true, man, okay? When Pettersson wins the Conn Smythe, come back to this episode. Look at Mother Knucker. Mother Knucker! Mother Knucker! Talking about this being the house of positivity. It has to be once again. Because, the first 9 minutes, that was stupid, man. Look at Dan Jardine. Okay, saying that tendinitis sucks, but it's often not so bad that you can play through it. But ideally, it definitely affects your game. Okay, come on. Oh, yo, Dan, can you just like have some positive comments, please, for me, for my sake? You don't got to speak the truth. You can just, Pettersson can still find his game. Just pop an Advil and have some fun. Now look at East Van Canucks, man. Or East Canucks, my bad, saying that he's probably capping. I think that's what the kids used to say, lying, in case he can't live up to the contract. Dude, no, Pettersson's not doing that, man. He's not doing that. He's a man. Again, game 5, game 6, game 7 against the Oilers, they weren't like perfect Pettersson games. Those are not games that get you an $11.6 million contract, right? But there's a lot of manly things he did in those games, all while having tendinitis. Okay, have you ever had tendinitis, East Canucks? Okay, Have you ever had tendinitis? You know what Canucks fans have to do before the season starts, okay? If we're really all in this together, right? Team blue and green, team red, black, orange, yellow, whatever the combination is, there's probably that technology out there. You know, like those pregnancy simulators that you can like some, like just put some wires onto your stomach and press a button and boom, bam, you're feeling the same pain, quote unquote, that a woman would be having if she's giving birth. One of those things, right? What if there's like a tendinitis simulator? Okay, you could probably rent one out at Long and McQuaid for like $15 a day. Okay, all of us going into this the season, let's simulate that pain, okay? And let's be one with Elias Pettersson before we talk a lot of ish. Disrespectful JR saying Bluger is hurt too. Yeah, minor surgery. Minor lower body surgery. Minor though, okay? What bone is that in the body? What muscle is that in the body? Look at this, man. Matt, this is a dark one. You want to talk about witchcraft? I'm not even going to read this one, man. I can't do it. You're entitled to your own opinions, but if I saw that in the first 9 minutes, it would have been played. But right now, I'm flying. I'm flying. Look at Infamous, man. Infamous, man. This dude. Can we end it on this note? Because again, it may feel like the sky is falling. Well, it kind of did like 9 minutes ago. But look at this, okay? Infamous is saying that we had the best start you can ask for last season, right? And look what happened. It didn't mean anything. We lost in the second round. Again, the second round is not good enough. Not good enough. Not something to brag about. Something to build some hope and belief about, but nothing to really brag about. And, a big part of being a fan is, one up in other fan bases. We can't really take that one and put it on our trophy case. But yeah, it's not how you start. It's how you finish. For real. That is the truth. We've talked about it many times over the last couple of weeks, right? I don't really care about the point totals of some of these players so much. Like, you can connect the dots and talk about Tocchet wanting to play with more speed and being more fast, and he addressed that today at his media availability, and you can kind of see the power play being better and it being prioritized, not even all season long, but especially in training camp, which is something else Tocchet said. You can see all those things and assume that Pettersson's going to have a great year. Statistically, Miller's going to get 100 points again. Hughes, he may get to 100 points. Hey, Besser scoring 50. You can put all those things together, but I really don't care. I really don't care. You know what individual award I care about? I swear to you, yo, this one really matters, and we just got a Norse. Okay? The Conn Smythe. That's the only one that matters, okay? For a long time, we never had a number one defenseman, and now Quinn Hughes just made that fact go away forever. The next trophy individually that I want and only want for the rest of my life as a member of the blue and green is the Conn Smythe. So I guess what Infamous is saying is, you know what? Pettersson will deal with this. He'll learn how to deal with this. Maybe tendinitis is still with him for a little bit, okay? Who knows? Maybe a couple more months, it'll go away, right? Rub some canola oil on that thing, right? I think that's what my friend who's a doctor in Cleveland said, okay? That will fix it right up. Boom, bam. Maybe it goes away. And he struggles in the beginning of the season, whatever that means, but he just rips it up in the second half or in the playoffs. And all this emotional jargon that's pessimistic goes away. And, I don't want to discredit the fans and the people and all that jazz. But again, I'm pretty sure he can do this and do this to a high degree if he's still playing hockey for your Vancouver Canucks. This ain't the Arizona Coyotes. You get what I'm saying? But we are still talking about the team with the whole Thatcher Demko injury thing. And this is the same team that did say he could play in the third round of the playoffs, but now he can't. Okay, we're going to learn more about this team in the next couple of days. Can we get out of here? Okay? My name's Kyle Bowen, Kyle Bhawan. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. Okay, me and Trevor trying to go on more double dates. And we're not trying to make our girls pay for that bill. We've done that many times, okay? For real. Appreciate the support. Did I say one love to the Dodos Art Lab? I think I just did. They're really home with that West Coast bias. Remember, if you can't take care of your neighbors, you're not going to be able to take care of the world, okay? And we got to do that. We're all in this together. Go Canucks go. Stay positive. Pettersson's got this. He's winning the Conn Smythe. I'm going to start designing the shirts right now. For real. And we'll be selling those shirts in October, man. Exciting times over here on this side. Speaking of which, Let's continue with that West Coast bias. Have a good morning, a good afternoon, a good night. If you're not watching this live, then I don't know when you're watching this or listening to this. But hey, we truly appreciate it. Peace.
The following is a hockey podcast out of Vancouver and Surrey, British Columbia. It'll only